Hello, everybody. My goodness, my goodness. What the heck
Hello.
is that? Oh, my goodness. Kevin's moving in here, scaring the heck out of me. Let's see. We got Larry. Howdy, Larry. Been here for a while. Cindy Bennett came in right behind him. You guys must be sauntered up to the bar looking for a sarsaparilla or something. Larry, we hope everyone's doing great and well today as well. What are you ecstatic about? Now we have to know. That's a lot of smiley faces.
Oh my
brother.
goodness.
That is a lot of smiley faces. Hello, Shelby. Kev's in the house somewhere.
Somewhere.
Shelby's speaking Spanish. Hola. Let's see. Kevin's going to buff. Shelby sounds like fun. Heather, the diamond painting bookworm. Now that's a new one for
That's
me.
a new name.
What's that?
That's a new name.
That's a new
Heather,
name.
maybe.
Welcome in.
Welcome to Diamond Painting Bookworm. And are you possibly part of the Kickin with Ketner event? And you're here to get
Get some details.
some details. And that's what I'm here today. Live.
Yes, we'll get rolling in a minute as soon as things get rolling here. Hey, Larry, who is our mutual friend on YouTube, Maverick? Yep, she's here for the Ketner. Larry has got to know I'm getting a degassing chamber and pump, and I get to go pick up some cedar boards. Very nice. But who's the mutual friend of ours? Brad Paisley? Hey, Sandy. How you doing?
Hey, Sandy.
Welcome to the UK. So he watched a mutual friend of ours, probably Tom Cruise, right? I know Tom. You know Tom. You know.
I don't think so.
He doesn't know me, but I know him.
Can everyone hear me okay?
Everybody raise your hand if you can hear Carrie.
Say yes.
I can see you on the mic. Maverick from Maverick Pens. I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
Did I know him? I got to go Google him now.
Oh, gosh. Oh, I got to get something up.
Maverick. Oops.
Hold on.
Maverick Pens. Here he is. Maverick Pens has pulled out all the stops. Oh, yeah, I saw his little mix-up there. That's pretty cool. Principio Pictoria, whatever that is. Does he have a channel? Yeah, you're going to have to direct me to that one, Larry, because I don't know what channel he is. Yeah, he makes bespoke pens. I make bespoke pens as well. Shelby's here for everything. Sandy says a bit of an echo.
Oh.
No idea why. We're not sure.
We're not sure. We'll figure it out eventually.
Send me a link, Larry, in Messenger, if you will, please. Appreciate that. All right. I got a big dozen people here. That's pretty good showing. If you're here for the Ketner event, raise your hand and say hello. Hey, there's art by Teresa Raymer. She says hello, everyone.
Hello, Teresa.
She must be a mind reader. Okay.
There
I'll
I
let
am.
Carrie take it away, and I'll just be quiet for a moment.
Hello, hello. Welcome to Kickin with Ketner 2025 and Diamond Painting Pen Turning with Tim with Leopard Leatherworks. So we're doing a twofer. We've gotten a lot of questions. I had some surgery on Tuesday, so I'm a little behind on getting some things out there and lots of questions, and everyone's really super excited. If you're super excited for the Ketner event, please raise your hand, comment, say what you're excited about, and all that. Some of you may have been part of the Be a Little Artsy with Mrs. Butter D 2025. That was our first ever event that Leopard Leatherworks hosted, and it was an extreme success. It was a 2-month event.
Say hello, Rhonda.
Hello, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. There we go.
She's never heard that before.
Anyway, so we did that event. It was 2 months. I started planning in February, a lot of time. This one came up during the Be a Little Artsy. What did you want to see next? And it was Jeremiah Ketner and Crafts with Crashly, who has some of his artwork has released papers and cover minders, kind of said, we need to do one in July. Since you're doing a Christmas one, which is The Great Escape, we are co-hosting with Crafting and Crime Daily. She goes, oh, there's plenty of time. Just stick it in July. And here I am. So I used to work at Walmart and used to doing things last minute. So here we are. So the beautiful header, release paper, and cover minders were done by Crash with Crashly. Crashly herself did our header. So thank you, Crashly, for doing that for us so we could kick this off quickly and fun. And just so happened, right after we made the announcement, there was a new Ketner. So it was very exciting for that. So I'm here to just tell you, because everyone's excited and everyone's asking questions, and rather than typing it all up, and not everybody is in the Facebook group or check Facebook, you might be here listening in or here live. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going to take place with the event. So I have my notes. I have my new eyes. I had lens replacements done. So I just need readers now. So here we go. So Kicking with Ketner 2025. It begins July 1st through July 31st. It is a 4-week event, very shorter than the last one we did. A lot of his paintings are pretty on the more medium to small size. So if you're doing another event and you love Ketner, you can do, there is an Amazon kit out there called Midnight Manikato, which I will show here shortly. And you could do that, has a quickie. He's got a lot of other ones out there. I think the kitty cats restocked last week, and I had enough Ketners that I didn't need that one at that moment. Now it's gone, so I'll just wait till another time. But he has a lot of great artwork, and we have a lot of great things that are going to happen in this event. So look for lots of leopard fun. So there is no new start required for this event. You can be already in your painting for 1 or 2 rows. Just when you do your start, please put where you are. So we know that, you started there and then you finished. And then possibly if you have another one, you can post that in the startup and post it there again. So we just want to see where you are and how far you got. You can even say, hey, I started this one and I got 2 rows done. This is my second canvas. You can post as many canvases each week as you want. Like Midnight Manikato is not very big. So you might get that done if you're a fast diamond painter in like a week or 2. And then he also has coloring pages. Those are allowed. So if you have any of his coloring pages and have some great markers and colored pencils and are creative and want to do a coloring page, that is acceptable. You just post that in there and say, I finished my canvas, but I'm going to do a coloring page for the remainder of the event. And that's fine. So you just have to post how much you did, or if you finished a coloring page in a week, that's so fine. So this event is to celebrate the artwork of Jeremiah Ketner. Now, on Crafts with Crashly's website, she tells a lot about, and I'm going to share my screen here. Share screen. And I am going to share, and this is Jeremiah Ketner, if you've never seen him. And he has a lot of interesting information, and you can read it all there. But the Disney person, his artwork has been featured in Disneyland, Disney World, and Nordstrom, and exhibited in galleries worldwide. I love the feel of the kawaii Asian feel that his images have. And it says at the bottom here, during one trip to Tokyo, he observed that design in Japan is small and round. That insight became his mantra, an interpretation of his overall aesthetic. And if you've seen any of his artwork, it does have that flair. Pop culture inspired style, unconventional creations have a traditional foundation. He holds a BFA, Bachelor of Fine Arts, from Columbus College of Art and Design, and a Master's of Fine Art from Southern Illinois University. Tim, your alma mater. That is Tim's alma mater. So, yay. Go Salukis. Anyway, so
Go Salukis. Let's all join together now and sing the alma mater song. Never mind.
No, let's not. So these are some of the images available for release paper for the event. And these are always available. These are licensed artwork. His artwork is licensed with Crafts with Crashly, and so they are there all the time. Some are not diamond paintings, but it's just his artwork that's fun and whimsical and just all over fun. And we have event release paper. So here is the actual release paper for our event. The header is the same. You can see the kitty cats there, the crystal fox, and Lucky Manicato, and the what are they called? I can't think. But not beavers, otters. There we go. I knew it'd come to me. And then some owls. That's one of his, and some other artwork. So we kind of incorporated that. And you can get it portrait size or landscape, however you would like. And you can get how many pieces you would like. And so those are available if you want to use those. We also have I believe this is the cover minder. We have a cover minder that goes with that, and they're sort of like tile cover minders, very good quality. You can get those added to your order along with the release paper. And if you see your image that you're going to be working on, you can do that as well. And then we also have, you got to have a drink with you. So why not get a Kickin' with Ketner drink and have a skinny tumbler, 20 ounces. And it's a great memory of this event, especially if you're a big fan of Jeremiah Ketner, like I am, and many of the of you that were in the Be a Little Artsy group with us or in Leopard Leatherworks. You mentioned you love Ketner, and so we all seem to like the same things. So that is available. And you can see there's Cyber Owl, the Floating Along, Nico Cafe. That's a kind of cool one, very similar to Nico Mart. Nico Mart was this last one. It's sold out currently, but if you're interested, please go to Diamond Art Club.
Hello, Raccoon Eyes with Cynthia Fox.
Hello, Cynthia Fox and Raccoon Eyes. Welcome in. Glad you're here. We're just giving a little update as to the Ketner event. So that is all the things that are available there. So I am coming back. Here we are. So
did everybody here say everything Carrie said?
Everything Carrie said. So there will be a starting photo post to take a photo of your canvas with the code word, which will be given on our live in the Ketner group, which on Tuesday we are headed to Ohio for the Great Lakes Escape Retreat. So I will be live on the Kickin' with Ketner Facebook, and I will give the code word. And I will put it up there and as we are driving down the road. So look for that on Tuesday, and you can start posting your starting photo that you will be working on. If you've started already, you can continue to work on it, but just put where you are and that code word in there. So we know that's where you're starting at. There will also be a participation form to fill out. So if you were in the artsy group, you remember this. Now the participation form is nothing but your Facebook name, your real first and last name if it is different than your Facebook name, your email, and your mailing address. This makes it easy for us. As you win a prize, I can just quickly box it up or email the sponsor and send them their email if it's a gift card or something digital. And that way they can get in touch with you, and there is no waiting for you to try and find it. I have everybody. In order to be eligible, you must fill out this form. And if I don't see your name on there, you have a week to get it in and submit it. So it worked extremely well in Be a Little Artsy. And if anyone was in that group and won a prize, they got their prize like before the end of the next week. And the grand prizes were shipped very quickly. And so I had everything together, boxed it up, sent it out, let the person know I have your stuff, here's your tracking, out it goes. So it's very smooth. So that works very well. So and this will be up by the end of the live. The form is already made. I just have to post it. So I will get that up hopefully by the end of today's live, and not by tomorrow morning for sure. This will be, to be eligible for weekly prizes, you need to post in the progress post each week. So if you don't post, you don't get entered in. And so I will collaborate that. You have until Sunday around noontime central. I usually let it flow for a little bit because it is a Sunday. People are busy with family and such. So I kind of let it flow to like 3 or 4 central time. And then I shut off commenting, and then I collaborate everything and see who actually submitted. And all those names are put in a wheel. And then we spin for the weekly prizes every Monday after that Sunday. So the very next day. In your progress post, we just ask that you put your name of the canvas you are working on. Once it's completed before the grand prize, you don't need to continue to post. Either do a coloring page, start another canvas, or just wait for the grand prize post. I'll do that probably in week 4, along with week 4 as well. And then you can post your finished canvas. Just put the name of the canvas, and then we will collaborate that. We will have 2 different drawings, one for international and one for US for grand prizes. We will try and stick, if you are international and win a weekly prize, if you get the option, if you want to accept it or not, you just need to pay for the shipping, because shipping is a little pricey, but I have a very good rate. So through our website, so I usually charge you for $1, and then you just pay for your shipping, and it's our rate as a business. So we share that with you. It's even better than pirate ship, I think. So if you're in Canada or international, and be a little artsy, we had a winner who was in Indonesia. She didn't mind paying the shipping, and I sent it to her, and it arrived safely, no problems. So we just ask that if you can say, no, I'd like to pass, and we'll spin the wheel again and have a quick live and do that on Facebook and say, here's who won. So totally your choice if you're international, but I'll try and stick to the gift cards for the grand prize, because the box gets pretty big and heavy, and I don't want you to incur those charges. In your progress post, put the name of the photo, which I mentioned. Once through all that, my notes here. You can post if you start to take another canvas for Jeremiah Ketner's work. Fortunately for us, it's very easy to get his artwork or find his diamond paintings. They are all on Diamond Art Club. So they're very easy to find. If you see something you like and it's out of stock, you can put your email in there and request that it be notified of when it restocks. Diamond Art Club is one of our sponsors. I'm very pleased to announce, and thank you, Diamond Art Club, for your generosity. We have 5 $25 gift cards and 1 $50 gift card for the grand prize. So because it's 4 weeks, we'll have a Diamond Art Club gift card for the grand prize of 25, almost some other things, and then a $50 one as well. So pretty awesome. So I think that's pretty exciting. So thank you, Diamond Art Club, for supporting another Leatherworks hosted event featuring one of your artists, and we just are very appreciative of your participation. The week 1 post will be up on June 30th, and it will be open through July 6th, which is that Sunday. So you can actually start posting your posts the day before the event if you started already. If not, you can just do it on July 1st. Some people have already worked here. I want to get it done, put it up there now. There you go. As soon as I put it up, the last event I did, people were already posting right away. So you have until that Sunday. I want to announce some of our sponsors. It's great. It's so last minute, and all these wonderful sponsors have jumped in and are sponsoring. Of course, Crashly is doing the sponsoring with her items as well, and she will also have a prize donation. Diamond Art Club, which I just mentioned. DP with Sparklers is also Salute. That is Salute. Also,
Jeremiah Ketner, where he got his master's of fine arts. This is the mascot of Southern Illinois University, also known as a Saluki.
It's like a greyhound, kind
No,
of.
it's not like a greyhound. It's a hound, but it's a Saluki.
It says greyhound up there.
And actually, if I scroll up a little bit, it says, "Is it faster than a greyhound? Can a Saluki outrun a greyhound?"
What was the answer to that question?
Yeah.
Okay. We also have DP with Sparklers. They will be donating some gift cards. They also have a huge list of embellishments. And they have a coupon code, which I will put in the sponsored list I'll be working on this weekend with their offering. So, I mean, a whole list. I will have a separate document. I promised him I would do that, so you can see what kits they do have embellishment sets for. I recommend that you buy them individually because you can use the discount code that they are offering for the event, and that will save you some 10% off on your order. Yellow Dog Designs, I'm proud to announce, is also participating. They did a beautiful job on the Artsy Girl tray. And I asked Carrie if they would like to participate again. They did. And they worked with Crashly. And thank you, Crashly and Kerwin, for helping with that. They connected them with Jeremiah Ketner. And they actually will have a licensed tray. So every tray you purchase from Yellow Dog for the event, it is also licensed artwork. And Jeremiah Ketner will be compensated for every tray you purchase. So that's pretty awesome. And we will have 2 trays to give away as prizes. So that's awesome. Bijou Bliss, they wanted to participate because, they did extremely well with Be Little Artsy. And thank you to everyone for supporting those small shops. They did extremely well with their trays from the last event we did, and we want to do that again. Bijou Bliss is only giving a donation. It is a design of a cat, sort of like a kawaii-looking cat. Very mini trays. There will be 4. They will be prices only. And I'm working with them to have a coupon code they can use during the event. But we're working on that. We also have Shire Shenanigans, which I don't know if I put mine back up there. I think it's still in the pattern. Shire Shenanigans did a cover reminder for us. It was part of the grand prize. It was a little art palette that was 3D printed on wood. She is also going to be participating the same way and making something more towards Jeremiah Ketner's artwork. I'm very excited about that.
Hang on. Ask if everybody can still hear you.
Can you hear me? Hello. Echoes.
Yeah, you got to wait. No, hang on. That's what I just stopped because Sydney said there's echoes. Larry said it too. I figured out you were picking up your sound from there and not your mic over there because it's too far away.
Oops.
Yep, we can hear you. Good.
Good.
Keep on rolling.
All right, here we go. Then we also Shire Shenanigans, as I mentioned, which is, I don't have the cover minder in front of me because I tried to do this last minute, but this is Shire Shenanigans, and they have awesome cover minders. So they are for purchase, Cindy, so you can do that. And this is her. She's over on Etsy, Shire Shenanigans. She has wonderful, beautiful wooden cover minders, so you might want to check those out. Pretty cool. And so she's going to be making something for that, and one will be in one of the grand prize packs, and you can also purchase it yourself if you like. Carissa's Craft Corner, wonderful items. Thank you, Carissa, for participating and sponsoring. I have some of her items. This is her peacock cover minder she made to go with Emma Casey's design, the peacock. And then she made these cute little flamingos. So if you're a flamingo lover, she makes the cutest cover minders. I'm not kidding. And she made a snake. I got a snake because I had the Muni made. I had a kit that had a snake in it, and it was white. So and to put it around your neck. Of course, you can't see me, but she has this. That's also a cover minder, and it's kind of like a white prismatic. It's pretty cool, and he's kind of cool to look at. And it is the year of the snake, so yay. So Carissa will have a gift card that she is offering. So that will be one of the prizes. Blanks by DPP, Diamond Pen Pal. For those of you that were in the last event and that are regular visitors to Leopard Leatherworks, they drop occasionally beautiful blanks, and they are currently working on some beautiful blanks to go with Jeremiah Ketner's art. I gave her the 3 or 4 most popular ones. I gave her the most recent one as well, and they are working on that, and that will be coming very soon. So they are working diligently on that. So stay tuned in Leopard Leatherworks, and it's going to be in the Be a Little, not Be a Little Artsy, I'm so used to saying that for 2 months. For Kickin with Ketner, there will be blanks that are made to go with certain canvases by Jeremiah Ketner, and they would go with Metney, and we're trying to stick to the color scheme of his artwork, so it would go, any of those blanks would go with anything that he has that you might be working on for the event. So it'll be pretty awesome. Then, of course, Leopard Leatherworks, we will be participating, and we have a couple of blanks that we will go pour, or I have on hand, and we will donate those and turn those, and that will be a prize as well. So that's pretty awesome. So we have some other things, trays. If you haven't seen our tray, where'd you put the trays, Tim? Tim, where'd you put it? Did you put it in the bucket?
Yeah. Hang on.
Tim's going to get the tray that we will also have as part of the grand prize. We will make a tray.
What tray is it?
The pink one. So this one is just a pink one. Oh dear. Very bright, but this won't be it. This is just an example of what the tray looks like. It's 7 by 10 by 1. And it is great for doing Legos or doing kitting up. It will also fit your tray with no problem. Let me get this. There we go. See, you can stick that right in there. If you have a Picmondu e-painter, your little machine will fit right in there as well, and you have a whole tray, and you can move it from one desk to somewhere else. And it's nice to have at retreats or going over to a friend's or family and diamond painting and crafting. So it's pretty neat, and it's $45. It's custom made if you'd like it. And you pick 4 colors, and it could be the same color family or drills. You can send us drills if you'd like. It's endless. And glitter, you get a glitter color added to that, and it's just incredible. And every time we unveil one, we blows away. So we have a couple of true crime ones as well. So it's pretty fun. So we will be donating one of those for the grand prize. And we also have Craspirations. She did Be a Little Artsy and has done a couple of other events. And she has a longer tray that she makes that will have a cute little design that's it's her own artwork, but it has that flair of Jeremiah Ketner. So it'll be very fun. And there's 2 leopards in there hiding away. So see if you can find them in that. And she will have a bundle, and that bundle will be a grand prize. Yeah, Natty is awesome. She is awesome. And she is super busy, and she always finds time to support all of us doing events. So thank you, Natty, for that. She's working very hard, and she's made the tray. She has a coupon code. She is donating a gift card for the weekly prize, and then a whole bundle, a tray, pen, and putty for a part of one of the grand prizes. So we have some awesome prizes for this event as quickly as this has come together. So pretty awesome. So thank you to all our sponsors. I'm working with some other ones as well. So hopefully we'll be adding more as time goes on, because I'll be in the car making a long ride, and hopefully maybe I can work some things out with some other sponsors as well. So very fun. So let's see. Does anyone have any questions that I didn't cover anything that you might be wondering? I think I got it all as well. Awesome. So if you have any questions, you can put them here in the comments, and I will answer them, or you can go to the group, or you can send me a message or write to Leopard. Oh, I should type it in. Let's just type that in. You can send an email here if you have any questions at all. This is the easiest way to reach Tim or me if I'm not available. He sees it first, he'll tell me, vice versa. I think I got that right. Yep. There we go. So that is our email. It's going across the bottom as well. So just check that out. Let's just see what we have. I have 3 of them so far. What do you have? There's Lawrence. Where did Sydney go? Oh, she moved up. That's why. What do you have 3 of, Sydney?
Probably cover minders.
Cover minders.
Shelby's got a question there.
Uh-huh. Yes, I did it that way because it was hard to tell who was starting and who was not. So it was just an easier way to see where you're starting at. It doesn't have to be a piece of paper, Shelby. It can just be on there somewhere. So just make it easy so we know that you started. Echo is back. Well, I won't be on here much longer, and then you'll get Tim. So, but yes, that's the only thing different is the start word. It just makes it a lot easier for me to see who's putting it. If you do a second canvas, I'm not going to require a start word just for the first canvas you're working on. That way I kind of know and can keep track that you start. This is where you're starting at is all. Because that was the only thing that was kind of hard to tell. And 1 or 2 people said it would be easier to know a start word would be easier so we know who's starting and who's not. So it was some feedback from the last event. So we thought we'd give it a try and see how it works. Very easy. You're welcome. Yeah, sometimes easy. You can just type it on there. I'm not picky as long as it's on there. Anyway, Tim is anxious to turn some pens. So I will be back July 1st. We'll kick this off again and have some fun stuff. I have a few things to show. What are you playing with my stuff?
What is that?
It's a flamingo.
That's cute.
So
Got droopy feet.
Just to show you real quick, this is a very small canvas. This is Midnight Manikato. Thank you. Echo is back.
Get rid of the comment so they can see your canvas.
Oh.
There you go.
Sorry.
There you go.
Here is Midnight Manikato, and there is an embellishment set for that from DP with Sparklers. It just came out, I think, last week. And they have a whole bunch more. They just did Kitty Cat. So I have that one too. And I'll be posting that one as well. I think they're getting ready to do that. And this is how you can just order that up. Everybody knows that and you've ordered before. But there is an embellishment kit for that. And I just have to show you, if you haven't seen how dang cute spring unicorn bunnies are. This is just super cute. Look at this. Is that not cute? So I know there will be a...
It's not cute.
It is cute.
Oh, no, you said it's not cute.
It is...
You said, is that not cute?
Well,
yes, it's not cute.
It is cute.
Oh, okay.
So this is the latest one. It has 1 AB and 5 fairy dust. And I know at the upcoming retreat, Cheryl over at DP with Sparklers is going to be working on getting an embellishment set for this. So that is another one. So this is pretty cute. And I know there'd be a lot of other items geared toward this one. So this is kind of the one. But you don't have to do this one. But it's so cute. And it's not that big either. So it's pretty it's only 17 by 26. So it's pretty decent size. So cute. And these are the drills. Look at these pretty colors. So pretty. Pastel Haven. So any pastel pen will look great with this. Okay, that's all I have. So Tim will get.
So we've been busy this week getting ready for the retreat that we're going to. Everybody wants something. This is a smattering of ink pens that I have done. This pen right here is what's that show?
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz. My brain just went blank. This is the Wizard of Oz pen, and if you'll notice right here, there is a tiny chunk of the actual yellow brick road that was used in the 1939 movie. Pretty cool, huh? Those are neat. I've only got 2 of these left. Sold about a dozen of them. Some were red, some were blue, and they sold really well. A little slowing down now. And then we've got Mickey Fantasia. By the way, these are twist pens. So you twist them and the thingy comes out on the end, the ink cartridge there, so you can write with them. So that's Mickey Fantasia, tribute to that.
And that one and the Wizard of Oz has a certification or certificate of authenticity.
These all have certificate of authenticities. This one here, you'll recognize the guy in the photo, but the interesting thing is these 2 pieces, this came out long before the election, by the way, but this little blue piece here is a piece from his tie that he wore in the Apprentice show. And then this little gold chunk here, or wooden chunk, is a piece of the wood that they used or took out during the 1950 restoration of the White House. So those are pretty cool. And nobody has to comment on Trump or not Trump. I did make one Kamala Harris pen. That's all anybody requested. So I made that one and moved on. A lot of people requested these Trump things and stuff during the election, not so much now. But anyway, I'll turn a pen for anything, as you can tell. Anyway, very cool. I got multiple of those. We're going to take those up to the retreat and have some fun.
Yep, pretty cool.
Okay, I'm going to turn my mic on. You can turn your, you can just plug it in, turn it off.
Yes.
I should be up and running now. Testing it on the way over there now. Okay, now my mic is on. So those are fun to make.
Yep, those are
They are fun to make. You know what doesn't sell at the retreat? And I will unmic myself. I will mute you and all that good stuff. And my little girl did die of a cuteness overload for that. Yeah. He's got good colors, that Jeremiah. This is a blank. By the way, Larry, John and Abby, that's John and Abby Lewis of Butterfly Effect Wares. They also have Maverick pens. I don't know if he thinks he's Tom Cruise or in Top Gun or what, but he's a real nice guy. All right, so we're going to turn this here. We're going to get some butterfly, or what is butterfly? We got butterfly on the brain today. We're going to do some baseball bat ends, a .72, and we have shortened this down to 5 inches. So it is a bit of a short pen. Oh, I got to make it round first. Let me back this up right here.
Can I still talk or no? Can I still talk or no?
I think so.
Yeah. So the owner of this blank, this is a Fantasia Mickey from Castaway Creations. And the owner of this blank, I'm trying to reach her, but I can't get in touch with her. I guess I have to do email. I try and do Facebook Messenger because that's the fastest. And I will do that. Most of the time we request you write to us in email, but I will message you in Facebook because that might pop up faster for you than an email. So not everybody has email on their phone. So everyone has Facebook. So I will send her a note. Sorry. Hey, Mary, welcome in.
I came out here to the shop and I wanted to get ready for the weekend. So I rounded down a bunch of premier players that I'll be turning in the morning. And since I take Kevin to work at 4 in the morning, at 3:45, I'll be in the shop.
Let me let me see. I think she wants it pretty thick. I would just do a window pane thing, just like the big dome.
Well, no, I can't. I'm gonna have to do the window pane in here to stay away from the finger hole. That cuts into the hat and the feet. That's an awful long design when we cut it down to 5. That's pretty interesting.
I know.
I mean, you could leave it just like that, right?
Yeah, I mean,
where would you cut into that to make it look good? I don't know.
You don't want to cut into Mickey.
Because you figure, let's go figure out where the middle is. I'm a little slow here. So there's the middle right there. I normally come out about 3/4 of an inch to do that because that gives me a nice long finger hold. I could come out to an inch. But that cuts right into the top of the hat, which means the hat will be curving, and this will be right through the middle of the feet.
So maybe do that. Do the Lindsay where you just do a ding and then a ding. I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I still cut through the feet and the. I mean, I want to give it some shape.
Well, that's why, yeah, that's why it's hard to cut those because
Carrie's artistic sense here. Might be in trouble, but might be a hero. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to bring it down right about.
And Cindy, we're not before the retreat. We have a lot to do. We're leaving in 4 days. We will let you know when we have them made. You're in line, just like your order is in line. Tim just got a little excited and did your tray early. Yes. So it's in line, and so we will let you know when we get to it. Yep. Yep. Yeah, he was excited to do that because that was way different than anything we've ever done. Joe, are you home now? Joe is in Oklahoma, not near us though, in Oklahoma, but I'm glad you got back safe. Yeah, they were at the beginning, Mary, so you can just rewind. It's all at the beginning. I started first. Oh, wow. Just got home and she jumps on alive. What a girl. Yep. You know me, Cindy. I always communicate and communicate. Just ask Tim. I'm the over communicator. And we have all your notes on your order, so we'll get it done.
Yeah, we have sound. I think my mics are dying. Okay, testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I was there, Joe, and then it died right away again. I could see the meter on the wall there. I think I just need to go buy a couple of new DJI mics. All right, we should be nice and round now. Let's see what we're doing to this here. We are doing some pointy baseball bats, .56, and then we'll figure out what to do in the middle. Pointy baseball bats. This lady knows what she wants. I love it. Okay, if we're going to do pointy baseball bats, that means we got to leave a little room in there. So we'll make the baseball bat about right there. About right there. And then we'll carve from there. We're going down to a .56. Yeah, Taylor, this is a very pretty blank. I love the colors in it. But then you can ask Joe. I'm pretty impressed with all the colors. I love all these blanks. Let's see what we're getting down to here. Probably still a little bit fat. Yeah, we're about .66. So I know, I saw her there. I'm very excited. Well, that would be for July of 23. Anna Morte. .60. All right, we're getting near the bottom here. .59. .03 away. 300ths. That's about 7.5 molecules.
Taylor, that it will match the spring unicorn bunny so well. Oh my. Gorgeous. Love the prismatic.
All right, there's one rounded baseball bat, or pointy baseball bat. Pointy baseball bat's like a mixture between rounded, pointy, and baseball bat. And I'm going to do some tomorrow morning where the customer wants me to push this ring back to 7/8 of an inch. So it's like a super long nose pointy baseball bat. All right, let's see how we're doing here on this one. 0.58. Taylor says you are correct, Harry. Way back when. Back when we hardly knew what the heck we were doing. We almost know what we're doing now, but we're still not there. All right, let me make sure these are matching here. We got about a 0.76. Yeah, perfect. Love it. All right, let's skinny up the middle here and see what kind of pretty design we're going to stick in here. Any direction, Taylor? Like no sharp edges, or I like razor blades, or something like that? Just checking. We aim to please. Oh, look at this pattern right here. That's pretty cool. And it gets all sort of white on the backside. I don't know, Joe. What do you think? I'm thinking maybe a flying tire. Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? That is pretty cool. Uh-oh. Now I'm a professional. Watch out. Let's see. Let's come find the middle first. We got 5 1/4, so that's 2 5/8. I did this really cool thing the other day. I think I'm going to do it here too. I'm going to do a double flying tire. Hey, Joe, I want you to notice at no time do the fingers leave my hands. And I'm going to call it, Joe, the dually flying tire, and you'll see here in just a second why. I did it the other day. I'm like, oh, that looks so cool. All right, there's that part. And you're like, what is this little pointy thing in the middle? That just looks weird. Well, that's okay. We'll just take that right out of there. Now we'll do a little scallop in there to make it all curvy looking. This also removes about a gram of weight, so it definitely helps making the pen lighter. There's that part. And Taylor, this is sort of a new design I've been playing with. It's only the second time I've done it now on this pen. I was playing with the other pen, but I'm a professional on this one. And then, of course, Carrie saw it and said, oh, that's cool. I want one. And if you smoke, you can put your cigarette right there in the middle. You can just rest it there while you're diamond painting. Just kidding. You could if you wanted to, but you know. Now, these little tires in the middle here, they look a little truckish, so we're just going to break that edge, make them look a little rounder. And then finishing up, it'll round them down really nicely. All right, there we go. There it is, Joe, the dually flying tire.
Just in case anyone was wondering, we do.
They can't hear you. My mic's over here. Well, I will in a second, as soon as I get the diaper ready. Okay, the diaper is ready.
Okay, put the diaper on. Just show them like we do e-painter pens. See, I was moving all around. I didn't know what it was. This is a hot pink. Here. Oh, there's the diaper. Now you can see it. Oh, there we go. It's got pink diamonds, hot pink, and sort of a mother of pearl diamonds in the middle. This is from Rapture Resin. So we do e-painter pens.
We do e-painter pens. Grab your Pick Bondu off of Amazon.com and we'll hook you up with an e-painter pen and suck your diamonds right up out of the tray. Literally. And this sanding, by the way, will soften these edges very nicely. I just wanted to break the hardness of them. By the way, my finger is healing nicely, but I think I'm definitely going to lose that nail because I can see the blood coming in, the red coming in behind the blister there. It was an airline accident. Yeah, it wasn't their fault. I would. Carrie's like, sue the airline. No, it was me, 100% me. Yeah, it hurts a little. That's part of the healing process, I guess. Feels nice and smooth. Okay, let's keep going here. Joe, let me know if the mic goes off. I'm definitely going to hit on Amazon here as soon as I get off and get some more mics. And to be fair, these are Rode mics, R-O-D-E. Very nice mics, but we've had them well over 3 years. And they have served their purpose well. Yeah, that bruise doesn't look good, does it? No way, Taylor. No way. Looks worse than it feels. I mean, it's actually sort of itchy as it heals. You know how you hurt something and it gets itchy as it's healing? That's sort of where we're at right now. Yeah, I can already see it's going to be a pretty one. I'm telling you. And I cleaned the air filter and I emptied the trash, cut up some sandpaper to use. Little maintenance stuff today after I got all those blanks rounded up. So hopefully 23 pens before the podcast tomorrow. That'll be very exciting. And then we'll do some more pens in the afternoon. Probably some e-painter pens I want to get turned up. Got about 6 blanks sitting here that I want to just turn into it and take up with us. We're going to take a couple of Pic Mondoos in case somebody wants to buy one as well. We just snatched them off of Amazon. We'll just mark them up $1,000. That's all. Nah, I'm just kidding. I appreciate that, Taylor. That's very kind. She says she lost her other pen. This one will be much better, I'll tell you that. Back then, in fact, Carrie was showing me, what was that set of pens you were showing me, Carrie? It was a couple of years ago, and I loved the blanks. Wasn't wild about my own turnings. Ennis Guerrero in Sirius Canticum. Well, I thought I was hot stuff, man. I'm looking at that going, oh my gosh, how little I knew. We got a little bit better than them. The color, the blank color was cool, though. But after 3,200 pens or more, you start figuring it out, I guess. Okay. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, we even highlighted that design there. Look at that.
Oh, wow. Oh, Taylor, it's
I
so pretty.
I like the reflective nature of this side here.
Look at the green on the back side.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, look at that. Oh.
But this pattern right here in the middle almost looks like a one of those drawings you're supposed to look at and go, that looks like 2 giraffes running through the woods.
That is gorgeous. Oh,
I think this is leopard scope worthy,
yes,
right here.
Leopard scope worthy. You're not worthy.
Let's break out the leopard scope.
The leopard scope.
Yeah, we upgraded tail. There it is. Let me get it focused here. There we go. See that color changing purple to blue thing? That's pretty cool. Look at that purple. Oh my goodness, I love that. And here comes the green on this side. There's the blue. Oh, that's so cool. There's our ink blot figure. We're supposed to figure out what it is.
That prismatic bluish purple.
Yeah, right there. Look at there's the blue purple there. That's more blue there, more purple on this side. Look at that.
That's a cocoon blanket.
That looks like the back of a beetle.
Wow. Jim did it again. Or someone else in their shop, but this is from Cocoon Blanks. You never know what you're going to get with them. It's just like,
there we go. It's a keeper.
Beautiful.
She can diamond paint again. She hasn't diamond painted for 4 months because she told her boyfriend that she lost her pen. Can't do it. And then he says, "We'll just get any pen." He says, "I got to have a pen from Leopard Leather Works."
That's so cool.
And I said, "Well, thank you very much."
Thank you.
And let me flip it back over here. You are welcome. Hey, April at Wild River. Welcome on in. I haven't seen you yet. Well, thank you, Taylor. Appreciate those kind words. Sometimes I just try something out and it worked pretty good.
Is this the pen here? Look.
Is this girl next here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Message her.
All
Right
right.
here. Look at Look at that. Looks so good.
Where are you at? Can anybody? You got to change the camera there. She's doing it. Okay, this is Goddess of the Forest. Oh, she wants a clown bow tie. Which was the clown? Which was the clown bow tie, Care? Is that just the Scoopy one? Because the one with the one with the bump is the clown, right? Or is that the executive? All right, see this right here, babe? This is going to be a little shorter. She wants 6 inches, but it's going to be a little bit shorter because I've got to get rid of this.
Okay. Well.
It's a 6. I mean, it'll be almost 6 inches. So one of the things we run into is, go ahead and make me big again.
Make you big.
I got it. I got it. Thank you, Marion. April's here because of Taylor. We're glad you're here, April.
Thank you, Cindy. Look what Cindy said. My 2 pens I use are Leopard Leatherwork pens from pour to turn.
That is, yeah, absolutely. Yes. Very exciting, Cindy. So this is the blank, and right now we're going to do a fat bat on here, but I've got to cut this back a little bit because it's got a little bit of shrinkage here where they made the blank. So it wasn't fully square. Happens a little bit on both ends, more on this than this one, but we can adjust and we'll fix it. It'll be great. I did say hi to April. She's here. She's here because of Taylor. You can hit up the YMCA group. You can join the YouTube channel. There's a lot of videos up there where there literally is no sound and it's just me turning for hours. I go a little faster with no sound because I don't feel like I have to entertain everybody. You know what I'm saying?
She has the cat pen, dragon pen, and then the.
Oh yeah, Cindy, didn't your daughter give back one of the pens that you gave her? So now you really have 3. But was that from pour to turn?
Yeah, it was the Black Friday event.
Oh, all of them were pour to turn. Yeah, that's cool.
So there's 3.
Cindy's been a big fan since really day one. She's been here. She has rarely missed a live. Rarely. I can't even think of when she missed one, but I'm sure she has because everybody's got vacation and stuff to do. Search and rescue. Same thing with Joe, but Joe gave us a note from Epstein's mother, so she knew he wouldn't be here on time. Not quite round. We're getting there, though. All right. That's right, Marion. That is true. Glad you're still here, by the way. And Larry has joined us, and since Larry came on board, and Larry's not even a diamond painter, he's a scroll saw artist. And since he sort of joined us in watching the lives, I don't think he's missed one. And usually it's either him or Cindy first in the door. Okay, we're going to get some fat bats here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to square up these ends here, just so we know where the real end is. All right, we just about got that recovered. We got a little tiny mark right there. Just got to get that worked out. So we got a very nice baseball bat end here. And then we can go for the fat part of that bat. Oh, I think it's gone. Yep, beautiful. Beautiful. All right, now we'll come back in here behind here and get us down to about a 0.46. Joe, that's below the Joe range. By the way, Joe, we have a lot of firsts in this channel. Joe has the very first e-painter pen we were making. We were just experimenting one night, and I said, hey, let's try this out here. And Carrie said, can you figure out how to make the e-painter pen? I'm like, yeah, sure. Wasn't that hard. Pretty straightforward. Now the fat bat, so you're looking here, is fatter this way, not this way. So the fat bat's like this. The regular baseball bat would be a little thinner. And the fat bat is supposed to look like a children's plastic bat. So it looks a little over-exaggerated as a baseball bat. Let's see what we're getting down here. 0.57. You got a long way to go. Whole 1/10 of an inch. Cindy was our very first joiner member. How does that go? Yeah, member on our YouTube channel. It was a while ago, over a year and a half ago or something like that. And she joined first. Hey, Cindy's in the door. That reminds me, Carrie, you got to get the leap thing going for June. All right, there's a fat bat right there. Let me, I'm going to measure. Forgot what I was doing. 0.53, still scrunching down here. Always got to be careful with the fat bat. I don't dive too far into it because I want to get in there and curve it up and make it like the other ones. All right, 0.49, we're getting there. Getting close. And when I get this small, I make the diameter of the fat bat a little bit smaller because if someone's got some decent fingernails coming down into here, a lady's fingernails might hit a very high baseball bat. There we go.
Weekend, I might do a shipping line. So,
Uh-oh.
do shipping to my area. If you want to see how I do shipping and what it entails, please let me know and I will schedule it.
Just go live. You can go live while I'm recording. She's going to do it live. Let's see how we're looking on this one here. Little tiny edge right there. Got to get rid of that. All right, we should be about down to the basement here. Yeah, this is 0.4. That's still too fat. That's a 0.48 there and a 0.49 there. So I just got to go a little more, Joe. See how we're doing. Down to 0.46 on the money. This one's still 0.49. Now, this will look a little funny because we're not used to seeing a fat bat on the end of a very tiny pen like this. And it also, we got to skinny this up so it looks a little more proportional. All right, let's check these here. Perfect there, and still a little fat there. Not much, though. Couple of whiskers. Couple of whiskers. I'm going to trim this down just a little bit here. All right, here we go. Now, let's go find the middle. Should be almost 6 inches long. 5 7/8. We'll back up about a 16th either side here. Find the middle. And she wants this to be a clown bow tie. We'll come out here to 7/8 in either direction. Should look pretty cool. Hey, Carrie. Oh, where'd she go? So clown bow tie is no bump, right, Joe? The executive bow tie has a bump, and the tuxedo bow tie has a bump with a cleft. Is that right? I think that's right. I think that's right. All right, Joe. Thank you. I don't know who makes the best fountain style. Are you talking about the nibs? Are you talking about the styles of the nibs, or the, because everybody can, everybody out there turning the fountain pens, but I don't know. And I'll tell you, I really want to get into bespoke fountain pens, because you sell those for about $300 to about $1,000, but it requires a lot more equipment. I probably have to spend about probably $2,000 to get it all, to get all the equipment, and then probably spend 6 months trying to figure it out. It is from all the pen makers I know, and I know 4 or 5 who do the bespoke fountain pens, they say it is just another rabbit hole. Yes, the refillable tube. Yeah, that's cool stuff. The fountain pens, oh my goodness, it's like a whole obsession. You start getting into a whole different world. You start going to pen shows, and you start to get into fancy inks. I mean, I seen a bottle of ink go $27 or more. The nibs, I heard there's 3 or 4 German nibs that are the best. I watched a guy over in Germany who makes his own pens, and his pens go between $4,000 and $8,000 each, and every one of them takes probably 300 hours to make, and he is 6 months behind, which means it's so high quality that he just selling them like mad. And I get there one day, but right now I'm just so far behind in diamond painting pens I could barely keep up. Yeah, I was talking to somebody one time. I said, hey, I want to get into that fountain pen thing. He goes, oh, be careful. He says, number one, you got to spend money. I said, I'm not worried about spending money. He says, but he goes, you just get lost in the hardware and the inks. I mean, they have shows where all they talk about is inks and paper. All the different kinds of paper they got that people do calligraphy on. And Larry, there are different kinds of pens for different things. Oh, absolutely, Taylor. Yeah, absolutely. That guy is, and his are unique, and oh my goodness, they're so high end. And there's a whole little world out there that's very much into writing, and writing with super fancy Japanese inks, and oh, it's amazing, amazing. And I will go down that rabbit hole one day, probably within about 2 years. But it's a whole process making that, the whole pen, except for the ink part, of course, and the nib. You make it all out of one big long blank. And I've got those 9-inch blanks here now. I bought a bunch of them, and I'm like, they're just beautiful. But one day we will. And that's probably when I retire. I just turned 64. Probably 1 or 2 more years, probably 2, till I finally just hang it up for good. Go on my Social Security, and Carrie and I run Leopard Leather Works, and we'll literally treat it like a job. We'll get up in the morning, we'll come into the shop, we'll make pens all day. I probably make about 20 diamond painting pens a day, and almost take weekends off, like a real job kind of thing. Because we, for the last 2.5 years, other than retreats or a cruise, have really gone nowhere. We used to go on these little trips and chase all the little eateries that diner, dive, and drive-in guy's been to, and do all fun stuff like that. But the last 2.5 years, this is where I'm at every weekend, making pens, which is absolutely a blast. Yes, Taylor, I got you there. There are a lot of people with a lot of blanks. I know people with a lot of blanks and a lot of pens. I mean, it's just a never-ending bunch of color and swirls and just breathtaking combinations. I mean, I'm a color person. I love colors, and we've got, what do we got over there, Care? 400 blanks that we just been collecting. We haven't even turned into pens yet. But we're going to start listing those blanks on the website. We've been collecting for the last couple of years. And then people can choose that blank, and then they can choose their pen. They can't hear you, baby.
What I was doing Wild Wednesday and Thrilling Thursday, and that was the only place I showed the blanks. I had a lot more.
Yeah. Just showing some blanks now and again. Some people have hundreds of pens, Taylor. Hundreds. Yes, there are people with hundreds of pens. I mean, was it Diamonds and Washi that went through her collection one night? And I don't know, 300 and something pens she had, I think. Yeah. That was a year ago.
Yeah.
And she was talking about all the different makers, and some aren't around anymore and some are new. Like we were new at that point, and she had 6 or 8 of ours, and there was all the other ones that she had logged up, and these are my favorite ones, and this one I don't like so much. Just going through all of them.
And that's how I started this. I had a couple. I wanted those really nice pens that they were showing on unboxings and lives and with the chats, and so I bought a few, and they just didn't fit right. And I just asked him, "Hey, I got these. I want these nice pens. I don't like the stick. It hurts my hand and it cramps." So I said, "Can you make something like this?" He goes, "It looks like it's resin, and you just need a lathe to turn those turns." And he had a lathe in the garage a couple months before on sale at Harbor Freight, which is now the buffing lathe. So,
whoo, that almost looks like pop bottle glass.
Yeah, it looks like a Coke bottle.
Old Coke bottle. Little lighter than a Coke bottle.
That one was made to go with Goddess of the Forest, I think it is. It's a Femke Deborah, and it's a girl in the forest, and she has a green head and green arms and red flowers and gold flowers, and that one matches it. It's a newly made kit, and that was a collaboration. That's the last blank of that.
And that was Julie's pen, or Jay. Here we go.
I let her know, so
hopefully she'll watch it. Now, tomorrow, for April and Taylor, I turn literally all day long from probably about 4:30 a.m. on, and I put those up as premieres or just videos in the video section. So you can watch those while you're diamond painting. There's no sound, so you could listen to your favorite audiobook while you're diamond painting and looking up once in a while with me turning pens. So there'll be 5 or 6 hours of those go up for tomorrow. And then I'll be live again tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Central. Good time. Hey, Denise. Did you see Denise sneak in here? I just saw, hey, Denise, you got the eyeballs going. Hope you're doing well, Denise. Hope things are calming down at the shop. And you can almost take a break and breathe and play with the dogs. Let's see. Taylor has arthritis in her thumb. Your pen was the only one my thumb didn't hurt after hours of use. We have heard that often, and we thank you for saying that. We try to design our pens so that they're more ergonomic than they are. I don't want to say not pretty, but the blank is gorgeous. And my job is to make a pen that you can use that doesn't hurt your hand. So, just trying to make it work. My cats like watching the pen turning. They're all watching it. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, plenty of videos up there for the cats to watch. We have 21,000 watch hours in the last 365 days. Now, that's not 21,000 hours of videos, but hundreds of hours of videos, over 500 now, I think, and lots of watch hours. So people are just, whipping it home. Like maybe Cindy, when nobody's live, maybe Cindy will throw one up and just watch it or rewatch a live that we do or something like that. Or heck, we had two so far of the 24-hour lives. Or is that 3? How many we had, Care? Lives, 24 hours.
2.
Just 2? Oh, okay, 2. Cool.
We did it once just to see. I don't know how it came up, but for 24 hours, just to get a bunch of orders done, and we did a special pour, and we not auctioned, but we drew.
Nobody can hear you over there. Yeah, April. This is what Cindy does. She uses the LLW pens because she literally, and correct me if I'm wrong, Cindy, about 17 to 18 hours a day, she is diamond painting away. April diamond paints like crazy. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. April, if you don't have one of ours yet, we invite you to look into that, watch the blank drops, or send us a blank that you already have. We're happy to help you pick a good pen and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, we got you. April's at Wild River, 8 hours a day.
Okay, so April,
it's like a job.
There's an email there scrolling across the bottom. If you want to write me your favorite colors, I can dig for colors and show you what I have.
Yeah, if you have your own blanks, great. You could send them in with directions. If you don't have a blank, there's a number of blank makers that drop in our group, and there's Cocoon blanks and all things handcrafted. They don't drop in our group, but they announce that they're dropping in their own groups, and they're phenomenal. And then we've got blanks by DPP, which was short for Diamond Pen Pals, and she drops in our group every other week.
No, once a month.
Once a month.
No.
And then Jacob has just cranked into his Jacob Jansen Studios, and he's got a drop today, as a matter of fact, every Friday. And he's got like 1 billion blanks up there, and they are gorgeous. And then you can go over to Grateful Pop. Grateful Pop, I highly recommend his blanks, but only for ink pen blanks, because he makes his currently out of epoxy resin and not urethane resin. And epoxy resin gets a little bit too soft. She's buying April's pen, Smiley. I just introduced her to y'all and the pen blanks that dropped from y'all. She was telling me how I will choose from all the colors. Yeah, it's hard.
It's hard.
Just pick one. Remember, they're going to drop next week, and the week after, the week after, the week after, the week after. So no FOMO. Just get one at a time or 10 at a time, whatever you need to do.
And as I get to know customers and colors they like, I'll grab something and say, hey, would you want to buy this? Because there are some that are having remakes of different ones. I said, hey, do you like any of these? And customers will tell me yes, because I know they like purple and pink. Hey, do you like this? Yes. Oh, I'll grab you one. So I have that, and sometimes I grab 1 or 2 because Tim turns, and then everyone says, where'd you get that blank? And I have an extra. So,
and by the way, if you'd like to start a cult, we'll have a cult sign-up form for Leopard Leatherworks. So, we don't collect dues. We just make pens. Her favorite color is pink. So is Crafting and Crime Daily's Rebecca.
Wait till you see the blank that's coming on Monday.
What blank's coming on Monday?
From Rapture. It's pink with
stepping stone. Oh, Rapture Resins. There's another one too. Another great one. Yeah.
You can order from his website. It's mostly glitter and it's pre-made.
What is the website? RaptureResins.com or? Yeah, you can just Google Rapture Resins. There's only one out there.
And he has a VIP group which you can join, and he does an auction. And if you see anything in the auction, if it gets too high and you don't want to do that, then you can also ask, just write to me and say, hey, can you get that and a remake? And I can get that for you, or you can ask him to as well. But
yeah, so tons of options. Hit us up at the email if you get confused or overwhelmed, and we'll get you connected right up. Anyway, I got to go to bed at 9 o'clock because I got to take Kevin to work at 3:45 a.m. And that's about an hour from now. I need to go to bed. So I got to wind things down, clean up the shop, and all that kind of good stuff. It was fun tonight. Thank you for all the new folks that joined in and all the old folks that haven't been here for a while. And of course, all of the regulars. We appreciate you being here. It's always fun to entertain and talk about diamond painting pens and stuff like that. So we're having fun.
Also, if you're watching the replay, please put in #replay. We just like to see who's out there watching.
And none of you are watching the replay.
Yeah, you're watching it live.
The other people are going to be watching it.
So if you got an email from me that Tim turned your pen and you weren't able to get on, then just do #replay, make comments, do whatever.
And here's the good thing about taking Kevin in the morning. I can use my Whataburger app, and 1.5 miles from Kevin's store is the Whataburger that's open 24/7. So I can swing by there, get myself a breakfast sandwich, and come back home and eat my sandwich and then start turning. Crafting with Mary. And Mary says, I watched the replay on the phone and live on the iPad. Heck yeah.
Way to go.
And she watched the event details. Very,
cool.
very good.
Awesome,
very good.
Mary.
All right, Mary, we'll see you
Wednesday,
or something. Is that Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
You can get there Wednesday.
We'll see Marion Wednesday.
Yep.
We'll see a bunch of other people
I
Wednesday.
guess you can check into your room around 3, but the event doesn't start until Thursday.
We don't give out their event details because it'll probably change 45 times between now and then.
But I know we're getting there Wednesday, so hopefully we'll see some of you.
Taylor says, a Bob. A Bob. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
A Bob. Hurry, Taylor. Hit me up. I'll be thinking about that while I'm going to sleep. A Bob.
We will be there Wednesday.
Awesome. Do they sell an A Bob? Oh, breakfast on a bun. Yeah, you know what? They have that Whataburger has that chicken maple buttery on a biscuit kind of thing. Oh, that's so freaking awesome.
Oh, biscuit's too much.
Yeah. Anyway, A Bob, a breakfast on a bun. I got to remember that now. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Stay safe. Be kind. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye. Later.